Welcome to Classic Heart, the BMW Group Classic Podcast. This is JP and today's guest is Christian G. Silberhorn, entrepreneur, automotive enthusiast, and the proud owner of over 100 BMWs and, you won't believe it, 300 motorcycles.
This car is the most honest car you ever see.
It's been a dream ever since I've had it.
The first time I heard that engine screaming, I thought, I gotta have one of those.
It's the joy of driving.
What's great about a BMW Classic is the community that surrounds it.
When you listen to that, that's why we're here.
Christian, it's great to have you. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm fine. Thank you for having me. Yeah, let's go for it.
Absolutely. So thank you very much for joining. And I mean, you are a true BMW die-hard collector, I would say. Where did this all start, Christian? And do you have a relation to cars? Is it your job working in cars?
No, it's not. I'm in the real estate business, but, cars, for me, in Germany, we say a car brings you from A to B.
Yes.
I say not only from A to B, my cars bring me to C. It's different. When I was 18 and got my first car, I was free.
Freedom.
So I think my first ride was to Italy to having a pizza. Second, I'm going to Sylt, it's an island in Germany, and having a special dessert and going for my favorite football team every single game, home and away. So
yes,
I was free, and that's so special for me about cars.
When you look back at the 5-6-year-old Christian, what is your earliest automotive memory?
Matchbox cars. My grandfather, he took me to the barber shop, and I said to him, okay, I'm just going with you to the barber shop if I get a car, a small little Matchbox car. He was the founder of our company. Now I'm the CEO of the company, and that was his dream. And so it was fun for him to make a deal with his grandson.
Yeah. So from the early on, a deal maker.
Yeah.
That's cool. I trade a haircut for a Matchbox car. I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very cool. And so, we have to say, when you say I traveled to Italy to eat a pizza, your home is Nuremberg. So
that's right.
That's in the south of Germany. Yes. Yeah. Everyone in North says that's actually North Italy. But
no, that's Munich.
Yeah.
Munich is North Italy.
But how long was the drive then? And what car did you take?
My first car was a BMW E32, but I have to say it was a AC Schnitzer S7.
Wow,
it's not a normal car for an 18-year-old boy, I know, but there's a history behind the car. So my mother got a brother and he died by a car accident. So she decided my only son should have a car which is safe. So my dream was a E30, a small 320. And she said, no, it's too small. It's not safe enough. And 5 Series wasn't so nice. I don't like it at all. So we decided to buy a E32 730. And then we took it to RC Schnitzer and
You told your mother it's all for security because you can overtake quicker on the country road. So it was all the case of security. Do you still own that car, Christian?
No, I sold it 3 years after buying and bought a 840. But I was searching for my first car, but I didn't find it anymore. So it's gone.
Okay.
But I bought a 735, I think, and looks nearly the same like my first car did.
Maybe this podcast can help. Please describe the Schnitzer car. What was the color? Who did you sold it to? So not the name, but in which region did you sold it to?
I gave it back to the dealer. So he sold it, and then it's just gone.
Okay, and what color was it?
Black. They call it diamond black, and with these BBS rims and low wide body, the whole thing. Typical for late 80s.
Yes, and the young Christian driving through Nuremberg.
Sometimes I had a lot of problems with the police, and the car was around 100,000 Deutsche Mark.
Yeah.
a lot of money in these days. So,
And you took that car to Italy, correct?
yeah, correct.
In the beginning, I mentioned that you own around 100 BMWs and 300 motorcycles.
Yeah, that's correct.
Where do you put them? Is that, I mean, it's fair to say you're a collector, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a collector, but I got all these cars in a garage, in barns, everywhere, over the place here in my hometown. And then I thought I should build something, not a museum in the beginning. In these days, I had around 50 cars and a few motorcycles, just a few. But if you got, let's say, BMW coupes, maybe 8 or 12, and 3 or 4 are missing, then you buy it. If you got the chance, you buy it.
Yeah.
And so it starts, I want to give the people, let's say, an overview of BMW. And then I started to buying cars from the very first one, from 1928, a few Dixies,
Nice.
then BMWs, and so the collection 70, 80, 100. I don't know how many cars I really got. I never count them. Never.
I mean, that's a true luxury, so you don't need to count them. But we have to say you built a fantastic home for these cars.
Yeah.
So they have a nice home in Nuremberg,
Yeah.
and it's called Silberhorn Classics. Is this a public space? Can we come and visit?
Yeah, it's open for the public, but just once per month. And you can see around 80 or 90 cars and 300 motorcycles. There's a little collection behind the collection. And,
understood.
No, I got a few at home. Some special cars, 2002 convertible.
Oh, yes. Cool.
Yeah, and I bought Diana. Diana is they built just 12. It's a 2002 BMW. And I love these cars. These are special for me. The convertible is our wedding car, and we love to drive them.
Nice.
Yeah.
And when you speak about your wedding, is it also that your family celebrates cars as much as you do, or you're the lonesome car guy in the family?
I think I'm alone. No, it's now my kids. They love to drive cars, of course, but not old cars. New ones like a M3.
Yeah.
And 2 Series convertibles and these kind of cars. No, I'm the only one with old cars. Yeah.
Which is okay. I think, everyone finds his way, and that's totally fair. You loved cars, you went that way, and so you share the passion with those people who like.
Yeah, I also, we call it Benzingespräche, so gas talking.
Petrol talks.
I don't know. Yeah, petrol talks, okay. And I love it. So, I love to go to antique or oldtimer fairs too.
Yeah.
In Bologna, for example, in Italy. These guys are crazy.
Yeah, great show, absolutely amazing. Whole Bologna turns into a rolling museum.
Also in Maastricht, it's like a car show. It's not a fair, it's more a car show. And, in Germany we got the Retro Classic in Stuttgart and Nuremberg.
Yeah.
And the guys, so friends of mine, they bought Essen Technoklassiker too.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens next year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Essen was always fixed with my calendar, and
absolutely.
I hope it will be back very soon because, as you said, you meet people, and we said this many times in this podcast. It's about the people in the end, because we need people to tell the stories about the cars. We need the people to tell the story about how it all started with a Matchbox deal for a barber cut. I mean, I learn on every episode of this podcast, I learn something new. And this is what I really, really love as well.
Yeah.
But Christian, we need to speak about one of my favorite cars that we just mentioned being at your place. It's the 2002 Ti Diana. So I think this car is one of the unsung heroes of BMW history. I mean, especially built for racing, for gentleman racing in a sense, if you can say so. Or how would you describe it?
It's a luxury car in these days. And for racing, I'm not sure. I mean, 140, 150 horsepower.
Not too bad.
Okay, you can race a little bit, but it wasn't a real race car.
Mm-hmm.
If you take the TI, for example, that was built for race drivers.
Yes.
I think they built 200 of them. But the Diana was a luxury car with an AC and rooftop. It was more luxury.
Yeah, I would say, I think I need to rephrase it. They were inspired by motorsport because they had a bit of a modification in the engine sometimes, I think.
That's correct.
So,
Hubert Hane, he wants to have the 130 horsepower engine, and BMW gave him just the regular car with 100 horsepower, and he was mad about that. And so he took 2 carburetors and here and there something, and then he got 140, 150. So
yes.
But he just built 12 cars, and
yes.
8 are missing. 4 are still, I think, in Germany.
Yeah.
2 or 3 are in Germany, and last one, I don't know, the brown one. And it's a really wonderful car.
But I really like it that Hubert Hane took his own fortune to go there and say, I do make this car a little bit sportier.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks a bit sportier as well. And then also, I'm not sure which story is true, if it's called after his wife or if it's the goddess of the hunt, the Greek goddess Diana.
I just heard because of his wife.
And where did you find yours? Because, as we said, extremely rare, only 12 built, 8 survived. Do you love to look for things like this?
Yeah.
So is the hunt something, coming back to Diana, is the hunt something that also triggers you a little bit to get the impossible car?
Yes, touché. You got me.
Here we go.
Yeah, right now I'm looking for a teaser, and but I want to have a good car, a new class teaser, and it's about the hunt. In my museum, there's one special car for me, is my CSL, and
yes.
No, he's really special for me because, in the papers, it's just CS, not CSL, just CS, and CS are my initials. One of the very first cars in 1971.
Yes.
And registration is November 16th.
Yes.
The day I was born.
Mega.
I saw the papers and I said, I was born on that day.
Yeah.
I have to buy the car. I have to.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Something was on that date in November. Something was that. It reminds me of something. Yeah.
Yeah. But
very
I'm
cool.
I'm the older one. I was born at 4 o'clock in the morning, and nobody works at 4 o'clock in Germany these days. So I'm the older one.
So it's your younger brother.
It's my twin.
So I assume this would be the last car to leave the collection if they ever had to leave?
No, I think my wedding car.
Okay, so the convertible, the 2002 convertible.
Yeah, because that was the car of a good friend of mine, and he died also at a car accident, and his family called me and asked me, do you want to have it? And I said, okay, of course.
Yeah. We had Daniel Hoffmann in the podcast, a friend of mine from Berlin, and he has a very special BMW M1. He owns now. He got from his very close friend that joined him on his journey through life for a too short time, but a long time if you look back at it. And he passed away of cancer, and he wanted him to have the car. It's very touching and sad on the same time, but I think it's also very beautiful. You remember your friend, you remember your wedding, the start of the family. And I think that's something wonderful. Celebrate the people you lost along the way, because that keeps them alive and that keeps also your memories alive.
Yeah.
We spoke a bit of special BMWs to you, but there's also motorcycles. So when did the love for motorcycles start?
I think I was 8 or 9 years of age. I found in our barn a little moped, Mokik, and the engine starts, and so I was driving around the house everywhere till the police came. Now I love to ride motorcycles because it's different. It's different. No GPS, no cell phone, nothing. I said, okay, there must be the south. Just go for it.
Yeah,
riding into the day.
See what happens.
Yeah.
I've never been a motorcycle guy, I have to admit. I mean, I did some cross bikes and stuff like this. Yeah, that for fun a little bit on a little dirt track or something like this. But it would never kicked me. But I totally understand the way of, you can't take a lot of things with you. You are restricted on that one. And it's also, the less you have, the more freedom you have. And then you can go literally everywhere because there's no road too small, too narrow, because you will fit. And I think you have a complete new idea of speed, enjoying speed. It's not about speeding, it's about the journey. That's
but
that's
in my early days when I was 19 or 20 years of age,
yeah,
and in these days it was all about speed.
Okay.
And now it's just cruising. 70 or 80 horsepower are enough. It's just about the journey.
Yeah. Christian, tell me, you have you could select a lot of cars. Do you take the Dixie out for a ride, or is it more really like a part of to show BMW history?
I'm too big for a Dixie.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. These are too small for me. I don't drive them very often. No, they are in my museum.
But the collection, behind the collection, you take sometimes out to drive.
Yes, I do, of course.
And what would you say is your daily driver?
My daily driver is a 8 Series convertible, 840 diesel. But that car was at AC Schnitzer. So, we got just around 400, 430 horsepower. So
yeah, with your Schnitzer history, that makes total sense to stick to the routine, I would say. When the first car was a Schnitzer, also the actual car should be one. Christian, we have a little thing in our podcast that's called the pit stop. And the pit stop are a series of questions, and this is like to choose of this or that. Is that okay?
Okay, go for it.
Perfect. So here comes the classic hard pit stop. Timeless design or cutting edge innovation?
Timeless design.
Compact agility or luxury comfort?
Luxury comfort, no.
Black or colorful?
Black.
Mint condition or enthusiastically driven condition?
Mint.
Customization or factory perfection? I know that answer.
First one.
Yes.
Custom.
Driving alone or driving with passengers?
Alone.
Car sharing or no car?
No car.
Oh, wow. Road trip or racetrack?
Road trip.
Rolls-Royce Bespoke Luxury or BMW M Performance?
M Performance.
Autobahn or country road?
Autobahn.
Unfair question.
Autobahn.
Stick shift or pedals?
Pedals.
Petrol or diesel?
Diesel.
Diesel or electric?
Diesel.
Electric or no car?
Electric.
Straight 6-power or V8 growl?
V8.
Buy at auction or at dealers?
No answer. Both.
Okay, we allow you one skip. And then sell or keep?
Keep.
And then the last one, and then we have the 20 full, is classic road trip playlist or just the sound of the engine while driving?
The playlist.
Very good. Thank you very much. So you said, and that I find very interesting, because normally the majority of the answer of the question, black or colorful, is colorful. You go for black.
Yeah.
Why?
My whole life.
Right. The Diamant Schwarz was the first
one.
Schnitzer, your first car.
I had a 640 Grand Coupe.
Yeah.
And inside everything was black. Outside black. We call it triple black car.
Yeah.
The rims are black. Painting is black. Inside everything was black, and I love it.
Yeah.
Black mate is my absolutely first choice.
When all the light got consumed by the color, it really gives a presence to a car that is unbeaten.
If you got a sports car like 8 Series or 6 Series, that fits perfect.
So why do you enjoy driving alone?
Because I can think about everything. I got my piece and my playlist, of course.
And what's the favorite song on your playlist?
It's definitely Motorhead, Ace of Spades.
So you are more on the rough side of music? And
Absolutely.
now, wait a minute. We just learned that you went to the farewell concert of Black
Ozzy
Sabbath.
Osbourne and Black Sabbath. Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
And I mean, now the black makes completely sense. In your inner heart, you're just a metal guy.
Yeah, I am. My whole life. Started when I was 7.
Yeah.
My first record was from Kiss, Alive, or Double Platin. You know, in the 80s, I grew up with New York hardcore. That's much more aggressive than heavy metal, and that's still my kind of music.
Is that the thing where they scream into the microphone all the time?
We call it growl.
Yes.
Like Slayer. They performed at Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath too. And yeah, I grew up with that kind of music and I love it. I still do.
Yeah.
Be in a mosh pit, all
Yes.
these aggressions and sweating, blood, everything. And after the show, you feel free. You feel good, like a kind of workout.
Yes.
You know, I'm 53 and I'm still doing the stage diving thing too. Yeah, still. Yeah.
I like it because that would be the last thing, no offense, it would be the last thing I seeing you doing, being the CEO of the company and doing a stage dive and rampage the mosh pit. I mean, that's something super cool. So I can't wait to see the Silberhorn Classics heavy metal meet, and then you put out the heaviest car you have in the collection, you put it on display, and that's then the heavy metal show with some local Nuremberg bands in that scene, growling around like a V8.
That sounds good to me.
So I think you said you were 27 when you took over responsibility in the company, in the family business. If you look back, what would be your advice to someone who would like to collect cars with limited funds, for example? What would be your advice to go for?
I made a mistake because I had the opportunity to buy a BMW 507.
Yeah.
In these days for just 650,000 Deutsche Mark. And I said to myself, no, I can buy 20 or 30 cars for that amount of money. And that was a big mistake.
Okay.
So go for the best, expensive, and it's the only car which is missing is the 507 for more than 2 million reasons. And, you know, I saw right now 22 507s around the planet.
Yeah.
And 3 days ago, a friend of mine, he sent me a message and he said, there's a 507 and the owner just wants to have 1 million. Just 1 million. I know.
A lot of money.
But the car's in parts, no paint job, nothing. So you have to spend around 400,000. Yeah. But then you got a perfect car for 1.4 or 1.5. And at an auction, 507, 1.8, 2.0 right now. So it could be a good deal.
Yeah.
Let's see. You know, I love auctions too. It's a very special feeling and you're getting nervous and it's fun. A few days ago, I bought a special car. It's a BMW TI 1800.
Yes.
And it's kind of pickup. They just built 2 of these pickups.
Yeah.
The car is so different. And I said, I don't care about the money. I got to buy that car. So
On an auction.
Yeah, on auction. I love auctions.
Congratulations.
Last year I was in Los Angeles at the Rudi Klein Junkyard auction.
Yes.
Everybody was there. The whole planet, I think, because of the Mercedes Gullwing.
Gullwing, yes.
I was there because of 2 BMWs.
Which one?
503 Coupe and a special coupe built in Darmstadt.
Yes.
The bodywork was from Audenried.
Yeah.
And they just built 3. But there was an old guy right behind me, and he said, no, just no. You know, the car was a mess. I would say $30,000. And then we were at 50. So I raised up my hand and he said, no. So, okay. I said, okay, let it go. And he was the guy who bought the Mercedes Gullwing too.
As well. Yeah. Okay. So deep pockets.
And a regular Gullwing, it's 1.2 million right now.
Yes.
And that car was a really special one because they just built 29 and the only one in black. So that car was at 8.5 million.
Crazy,
plus
no?
15% for RM Sotheby's. So,
Yes.
and then you have to spend more than $1 million to have a good car because that car was 40 years in the desert. Yeah, and it was totally done. And
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think more than 10 or $11 million for that car.
It's crazy. But also, I mean, also the 503, if I remember correctly, because I like the 503, and it looked, compared to the Außenried, it looks quite okay-ish from the outside, I have to say. But I think it was like the hammer price in the end was 160, 158, something like this.
Yeah, could be.
So, and then you need to invest again.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the magic of the auction because you have only the chance at that time now. And if you don't have the guts to go full for it, and if the gentleman in the back says to you, no, it's just no, you will not have it.
Yeah.
You will just not have it. And that's a dream for every auctioneer. And then they, I mean, it went up quite high, I think, but I understand. And the 502, was it, I want to say Nuremberg, but it was nicknamed
Marburg copy.
Marburg, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a very special car. I really understand why you were interested in.
You know, they built 3, and there was a Nuremberg coupe too. And
really?
Yeah. But it was the Marburg. But if it was the Nuremberg coupe, then
Yeah, you would have said no to the other guy. Yeah.
that's correct. That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone who owns the Nuremberg coupe, please call Christian. He will make you a good deal. Cool. Christian, before we come to an end, I would like to ask you something about the Silberhorn Classics.
Mhm.
When you start building it, was it totally clear to you that it will be accessible to the public? That was the idea from the beginning.
Yep, that's right.
Why is that?
You know, there are so many collections and nobody can see them.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine, he got 700 cars right next to my place, just 3 kilometers away.
Yeah.
And so many special cars, and he rides them too. Okay.
Yeah.
But nobody can enjoy his cars. And I said to myself, no, I want to open to the public. And that was completely clear from the beginning. Yep.
Nice. So you just can Google Silberhorn Classics and then you will find everything you need and stop by. Christian, thank you very much for joining us and taking the time this morning.
Thank you.
And sharing also your love for heavy metal in both ways, in music and in collecting, and also enjoying it on the road. And you look a bit like you want to run.
Yeah, I gotta go because got a delivery, a BMW pickup right now, and the guy is waiting.
The one we mentioned.
Yeah.
Amazing. So then we don't want to hold you any longer. I do my bye-byes without you. Thank you very much, Christian, and enjoy the car.
Thank you.
And for those who tuned in, thank you very much for doing so. And if you would like to not miss out any of our episodes, please hit the subscribe button. Reach out to us if you have any ideas of guests or topics we should touch. And overall, we have some great things in the planning. You will also find us on YouTube, some with videos, some without. But that's also a source besides all other podcast streaming providers. And of course, this podcast would not have been possible without many people behind it. And that's to mention is our editor, Friederike von Königswald, our producer, Robin Seiser, and obviously our friends Marcus and Alex from Scenario Studio. Thank you very much for joining in. Auf Wiedersehen.